So, hello again, it's me, Raisin Racy Medrano, back here on YouTube. So, our professor gave us a new task, no, which is to make a menu-oriented program with selection sort and merge sort algorithm. So, what I'm going to do this time is to explain to you the process of this program. So before explaining to you the process of the program, let me first introduce to you the methods that is inside the program. So before everything else, I just want to say that yeah, that I just want to say that I imported the whole package of the Java since we will be accepting inputs from the user. And yeah, so we have here import java.util.asterisk. So now we have here the first method here we have is the selection sort method. Next is the merge sort method, which is this one. And next and last, not lastly, but next is the merge sort method, and lastly is the main method. So main method is the main executor of the program. So since this is the main method, and this is where we will be starting. So now in our main method here we have, so inside our main method we have here a class scanner, no? So that since we will be accepting inputs from the user, then we have here, so this printing here, I mean this one here, this line, and this the same as this one, and this one, no? It's just for the what do you call this, It's just for printing a new line so that our output or the output of the program will be really organized. So moving on, we have here system out.println, enter the size of the array. So we will be asking, the program will be asking the user to enter the size of the array. So the size of the array will be stored in this variable, which is the size. Then we have here the array and the creation of the new array, or the creation of the new array. Then another printing line. Then moving on, we have the program will now ask the user to enter the elements, for the array. So to enter the unsorted elements for the array. So the value here, or the output here, will be depending on the input of the user, which is in this part here. So we have here a for each loop for inputting the elements of our array. Then the elements of our array will be stored in this one. Then after that, we have here another printing line, printing new line. Then here we have the printing. So now the program will be printing we'll now starting to print the elements of the elements of the array, no? So system out.println elements before sorting. So we have here a for each again, for printing the elements, the unsorted elements of the array. So this is another printing line, a new printing lines. So after this one here, the main method invoked or called the selection sort method. So since the main method invoke this method here, or the selection sort, then we will go to the selection sort method. So here, selection sort. So in the selection sort, we have here, so our selection sort, I forgot. Again, this is the selection sort method. So in our selection sort method has an access of our array. So our array, so I will be showing you an example, so that you can really see the process of the program. So for example, we have the elements the elements that I inserted in our array. This one will be this one. So you have 6, 4, 7, 9, 11. So this one here, is just an example. So this will be the elements that we will store in our array. So as you can see here, the elements are not sorted. So what we are going to do here is to sort this using the selection sort algorithm or method. So after here, we will now move on in this line of code. So this is the outer loop. So we have here int I is equals to 0. So I is equals to 0, then with a condition with I is less than array.length. So array.length, by the way, is the size of our array. So this is what it looks like. So since I is equals to 0, then that will be 0, then here. So the length of our array is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the length of our array now is, the length of our array is 5. But it says here, it says in our condition here that I less than array.length minus 1. So we're going to minus the length of our array. So minus 1, it will be now 4. Then after that, we will move on here, the inner loop, or the body of this outer loop. Wait, sakit makikulikod. So int index here, we have declaration of a variable. At the same time, we initialize this variable. So int index, it says here that int index is equals to I. So since I is equals to 0, then index is also equals to 0. Here, I is 0 man, you can see. So now moving on to the inner loop. So for int j is equals to I. So j is equals to I plus 1. So see, since I is 0, then we added 1, then the value of our j now, for now is still, is 0, not still. 1, because we added 1 man. So j is equals to 0 plus 1. So j is equals to 1. Then we have here a condition. J is less than array.length. So j is 1 less than 5. Less than 5. So since this will return true, we will continue or execute this block of code or line of code. This is true. Return true. Then if so if array j is less than array index, so array j, so let's say array, so the value of our j again is 1, no? So we will put here 1 is less than array index. So array index, so the value of our index is 0. See the value of our index. We initialized here index, no, is equals to I. So I is 0. So index for now is 0. 0. So we are going to check our array. So if array j is less than array index, so array index 1, array j, which is 1. So let us count here. So let us check our array. So this is 0, 1. So this will be 4 here. So 4. Then here is array 0, array index 0. So the value or the element that is inside the array index 0 is 6. So this is 6. This is 6. 6. So if if array j daw is less than array index, mo proceed ta diri sa ay sa kanina line of code. So let's check. So array index 1, which has a value of, which has an element of 4, is less than array index 0, which with an element of 6. So we all know that 4 is less than 6. Then we will proceed in this line of code. So j now has a value of 1. Because j now, index now has a value of 1. Then after that, we will now increment. We will increment j. So j now has a value of 2. So it will be j is equals to 2. So this will be 2 here. Then the condition will now look like will now look like this. So since j is less than array length, since j now has a value of 2, then we'll put 2 here, then 5. So since this will return true, then we will execute this block of code. So if array j, so if array j, so j here has a value of 2 naman. So we're going to put here 2. Since, 2. So the element that is inside the array index 2, let's check, is 0, 1, 2. So it's 7 man. So we're going to put here 7. Then it's less than array index 0. So in our array index 0, it's still we have element 6 in our array index 0. So now let us try to check. Is 7 less than 6? Is 7 less than 6? So since it is not, then we will not execute this line of code here. Then mabalik na punta diri sa ato ang for loop para mo increment. So j now has a value of j now has a value of 3 kaya nag-increment naman ta. So this one will be here also, be 3. So will be 3. Then the condition now will look like this. So 3 is less than 5. So since this will return true, then we will proceed to the next line. So if array j, so since array j now has a value of since j has a value of 3 now, this will be array index 3. So let's try to check the value inside the element or value inside the index 3 in our array. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3. So 9 here. So the value or the element inside our array index 3 is 9. So we'll put 9 here. And then array 0. So still array 0. So still array 0. Then since the element that is inside our array 0 is 6, yeah, that's it. So now we're going to check if 9 is less than 6. So since 9 is not less than 6, then we will not execute this line of code. So we will now increment again the inner loop. So here pala. So now the value of our j now is 4 because we increment man. So this will be j now was a value of 4, and the condition will now look like this. 4 is less than 5, so this will return true. Then since this will return true, we will continue to the next line. So array j now, j has a value of 4 now. 4. This is 4. Then let's try to check no the array kung unsay naa sa sud sa tuang array index 4. So 0, 1, 2, this is 2, 3, then 4. So 11 no is inside the array. So the element that is inside in our array index 4 is 11. So we'll put 11 here. Is less than array 0. This is array 0, 6. Still 6. Array 0, 6. So now let's check. Is 11 less than 6? So since it's not, then we will not proceed to this line of code, or we will not execute this line of code. So we will go back again to the inner loop and increment. So j now has a value of 5. So 5, so the condition will look like this. So will now look like this. 5 is less than 5. So since 5 is not less than 5, this will return false. So since it's false, this loop here will be this loop here will be terminated, and we will continue or execute this line of code. So we have here int smaller number is equals to array index. So our smaller number here is equals to smaller number is equals to, let's check, array index. So array index is 0 man. Array index is equals to array index 0. This is array index. Array index 0, because the value of our index man kay 0. So this is, I know it's not. This is 1, because our index here has a value of 1 man. So index here is equals to j, then this is 1. Then after that we have here array index. So array index 1, array index 1. Array index 1 is equals to array index 0. Array index 0. This is 0 because the value of our I here is still 0 man. We didn't increment the outer loop, so the value of our I is still 0. Then lastly we have here array I, array index 0. Array index 0 is equals to smaller number. Smaller number, which is the element in our index 0 man is 4 man, no, in the array index. So as you can see here, so since smaller number, array 1, smaller number, so the value inside in our index array, index 1 in our array is it's 4. So it's 0, 1. So so 4 is the new element that will be stored in the index 0. So now we have here 4 for our index 0. So the updated loop will now look like this. So this is the updated loop. 4 6 7 9 11. 6 7 9 7 9 then 11. So the purpose or function for this block of code here now is for swapping the elements in our array. It is to arrange it from ascending, from smaller to bigger, ascending order. So actually this is not done yet, no, but as you can see here in our updated output, the elements now are sorted in ascending order. So since it's already sorted in ascending order, we will not be explaining, I will not be explaining this one again. But to be honest, if what we're really going to do is to go back, is after updating the array here, we have to go back to the outer loop here, because in selection sort method or algorithm, what it's going to do is to compare each elements, so that the elements in our array will be sorted. So it will gonna compare and find out who's smaller, who's bigger. Then after that, it will sort the output it will sort the output. Yeah, the elements that is inside our array. So actually what we're going to do, what we really must do is to go back here sa ato ang outer na for loop. For loop. And this whole program here, I mean this whole block of code here will be terminated if the condition here in our outer loop will be satisfied. So since it will take time for me to discuss or explain to you the process of this one, I will not be discussing or explaining it to you anymore. What you're just going to do is to repeat the process that I discussed to you. So that's what just you're going to do. And since the the elements in our array are already sorted, then I will not be further, explain this to you, because it will really take time. Yeah, it will really take time, and I'm almost yeah, it will really take time for me to discuss this one. So remember, this loop here, this block of code here will be terminated if the condition here will be satisfied. So now let us move I go back to our main method, because the elements in our array are already sorted naman. So now let's go back. So as you can see here, where was it again? Here, selection sort. So system out sorted elements using selection sort. So this is what, so 6 7. So this is what it looks like now. This is 6 and this is 4. So we have here for each for printing the elements, the sorted elements to the sorted elements in our array. Then after that, after this one here, after executing, we will now move on in this block of code. So printing new line to really organize the output of our program. So the main method here, as you can see, the main method invoked or called the merge sort method. So we have to go to the merge sort method. Merge sort. Here. So this is the merge sort method here. So our merge sort has an access. He has an access to our. It has an access to our array. So So the purpose of this merge sort here is actually to divide. Since we all know that merge sort algorithm, what it does is it will divide the array. It will divide the array before sorting it. So the merge sort is divide, then after dividing the elements in the array, it will merge the elements again in the array, but sorted. But it's already sorted if it's going to merge again. So here we have an if. So left is less than right. So left, by the way, is the first index of our array, which is 0. So right is the last index of our array, which is 5, less than 5. So 0 is less than 5. So we will continue in this block of code here. So this one here is for knowing, or it is for knowing the the middle of our array, the middle index of our array. So let's try to identify. So mid is equals to left plus right. So left plus right here. So left plus right. So sorry, this is 4 because it's index man. So left plus right is equals to 4 because 0 plus 4 manisha. So 4 then divided by 2 is equals to, then 4 divided by 2 is equals to 2. So 2. So the middle index of our array is 0, 1, 2. So this is 7. So what we are going to do here is, yeah, so after dividing the array here, we divided the array into 2. So we have two halves of our array. The first half is the first half is the first half is we have the elements 6, 6, 4, then 7, 6, 4, 7, 6, 4, 7. Then for the second half, we have second half. So for the second half, we have here the 9 and 11. So that is for the 9 and 11. So what we are going to do here is to sort the elements inside the arrays. Inside the array. So we have two arrays man in here. I know, not two, but we just divided them. So here, first half will now look like, so after this we will sort the first half. No, we will sort the first half. So first half now is first half now, no, the inside of first half now is 4, 6, then 7. So that's it. Then in our second half, as you can see, our second half is already sorted naman. Then there's no need for us to sort this. Yeah, there's no need for us to sort these elements. Then after sorting the elements here, we're going to the merge method. Yeah, we're going to the merge method. So let's go visit the merge method. Let me copy first this one. So first half and second half. Yeah. No. Merge method. Let's try and look for the merge method. Yeah, here's the merge method. So in our merge method now, so our merge method is an access of our array, which is 6, 4, 7, 9, 11. But since it's already sorted here, we're going to put here 6, but then 7. I know, 4. And this is divided into 2. So the first half and the second half. So we have here sub arrays, no? So we will use sub arrays and temporary arrays, no, for merging the elements in our and merging the elements of our array. So here we're going to get the value, or to find the value of our n1 and n2. So n1 is equals to mid minus L plus 1. So our mid is 2 man, 0. So since our mid is 2, 0, 2, then minus L. So L has a value of 0. Then plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, then it's equals to 3. So this one here, 3. So the value of our n1 here is, n1 is equals to 3. Then for the n2, R is minus mid. So R, so by the atong R no is 4 man. So R, then minus 4, it will be, ano na lang. No. R. Sorry. Minus mid, sorry. Minus mid. So our mid again is 2. So R minus 2. So 4, this will be 4 minus 2 is equals to 2. So N2 is equals to 2. N2 is equals to 2. So these are the values of our subarrays. Then after that, we have here the temporary arrays, the T and M. So yeah, temporary arrays. Then we have here a for loop. Let's proceed here. So for int I is equals to 0, so I is equals to 0. So I is equals to 0, and with a condition, I, so I is 0 less than n less than I is less than n1. So the value of our n1 no is again 3. So the value, so we'll put 3 here. So since this will return, so this will return true. 0 is less than 3. So after that, we will proceed in here. So ti is equals to array L plus I. So ti, t index 0, so I is 0 command, index 0 is equals to array index, so L plus I 0, so this is 1. So this will be, so L man no, so L is, the value of our L is is 0. So the value of our L is 0. I know. No. The value of our L here is, the value of our L here is 0. No. Array. Yeah, correct. So L plus I here, so it will be 0. So now we're going to check kung unsa na element ang naasud sa ato ang array index 0. So as you can see here, the value of our array index 0 is 4 man, so we will be putting here 4. So t here is equals to 4. I forgot. Sorry. Then after that, we will increment the I. So we will not be continuing here since this return, we returned true in here. So incrementing I. So now I has a value of, I has a value of 1 because we incremented 1. Then the condition will now look like this: I is less than 3. So so since this will return true, then we will proceed. I is less than 3. So T1 here, Ti, so so I now has a value of 1 man, because we incremented it man. So I is equals to array L, this will be array L plus, so array L, so L again is 0, then I is 1, so this will be 1 here. So the answer here is 1. So what we're going to do is to check the array index 1, to check the element in our array index 1. So let's check. So in our array index element 1, we have the value 6, because 0, 1 man. So we're going to put here 6. So after this, we will increment again, and the value of our I will be now 2. I is equals to 2. I is equals now to 2. Then the condition will now look like this: 2 is less than 3. So since this will return true, we will execute this line of code here. Yeah, we will. Yeah, we will. 4, 6. Yeah. Hello, so this is not for sorting. Yeah. So again, sorry. So Ti here is equals to array L plus. So T now, so since we incremented the value now has the value of our I now is 2. So t here, t is 2 is equals to array L. So array L 0 plus I, no? So I now is a value of 2, so this will be array L plus 2 is equals to 2. So now let's check the element inside our array index 2. So the element inside our array index 2 is 0, 1, 2. So 7. So we will put 7 here. So T2 is equals to 7. Then after this one, we will again increment. We will now increment again. So I now has a value of 3. So the condition will now look like this. 3 is less than 3. So since this will return false, we will not execute here anymore. We will be proceeding to the this block of code. So here, so yeah, this we will not execute this one here anymore because this returns false man. Yeah, returned false man. So m of j, I know before. So for int j is equals to 0. J for now is a value of 0. Then with a condition of when a condition of 0 is less than, so n of 2, the value of our n of 2 is 2 man. Where was that again? N of 2 here, n of 2 is equals to 2. So this is 2, n of 2. Then we will now proceed. So this will return true. Then we will proceed here. So m of j, m of array j has a value of 0. So this will be index 0. Index 0 is equals to array mid plus, what's this? What's this? Array mid plus, what's this one? Oh yeah, that's one. So array mid, so mid, we're going to, so array mid, so mid has a value of 2. This is what it looks like. So wait, so mid is a value of 2. Then we added 1. Then yeah, we added 1. So plus 1. Then j has a value of 0 common. So plus 0, 0. So this is equals to, so 2 plus 1 is equals to 3. So this is array index 3. So that will be array index 3. So now we will check the element inside our array index 3. So merge. So this is 0, 1, 2. Oh, let me remove this one first. So 0, 1, 2, then this is 3. So the element inside our index 3 is 9. So we'll put 9 here. Then after that, we will increment j. So j here has now a value of 1. So the condition will now look like this. 1 is less than 2. So this will return true. Then we will execute this line of code. So m of j, so j now has a value of 2, right? 1, okay, sorry, 1. M of j has a value, j now has a value of 1. So this will be m of index 1. Index 1 is equals to array mid. So 2, this will be array mid 2 plus 1 plus 1. So this will be 4, array index 4. So let us go and check the element inside our array index 4. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the element inside our array index 4 is 11. So we will put here 11. Then after that, we will increment again j. So j now has a value of 3. I know 2, sorry. So the condition will now look like this. 2 is less than 2. So since 2 is not less than 2, then this will return false, and we will not be executing this block of code anymore, or will be terminated. It will be terminated. So now we will merge the two halves array. Yeah, the two arrays. So we have here the instances of I and j. We also here declared of k. We also declared k here and initialized it's equals to L. So I is equals to 0, j is equals to 0, then k is equals to L. So L, where's L? So L is the first index of our array. So L here, so k here is equals to 0. Sorry, k is equals to 0. So now we have here the while statement. So in here in the while statement, we have two conditions inside. So because we use the operand one, as you can see, we use the AND operand. So both of the condition here must return true in order for us to execute this block of code. So this one should return true, and this one here should return true. If one of them returns false, then the whole answer will be false. So we have here I is equals to 0. So 0 is less than n minus 1, which is n minus 1 is 3. The value of our n minus 1 is 3. Then and j, which is a value of 0, is less than to n minus 2, which is 2. So after that, we will be going to the if statement. So if t with index, so t I here. So if t index 0, this is index 0. T index, so this is t index 0. T index 0 is less than or equals to m of j index 0. This is m index 0. Sorry, m0. So since this will return true, we will proceed to this line of code, or we will execute this line of code. So array k is equals to t of index index 0, because I is 0 man. So we will now check the value of our t index 0. So as you can see here, the value of our t index 0 is equals to 4 man. So we will have now 4 in our array. So this will be 4. Then after that, we will increment I. So we will be incrementing I here. So we will be going back here, the statement. So I here has a value of 1 naman. So this will be 1 is less than 3, and then end 0. So still 0 because we didn't increment the j. So 0, so this will be 2. So this will be 2. So if t of 1, so now we'll move on to the t here. So since this will return true, we will be still executing this one. So if t of I here, which is I has a value of 1, so this will be t1 is less than or equals to m0. m0. So after this, now as you can see here, this one here is not. So this, as you can see here, this condition here will return false because t1 is not less than to m0 or m index 0. So we will proceed to the else. So array k is equals to m of j. So m of j has a value of 0. So j has a value of 0. So we will check the element inside our m index 0. So it's equals to 9. So we will put 9 here. Then we will increment j. This will be 1, still 1 because we did incremented here. 3, then and sorry, and 0. I know. So after incrementing j, the j now has a value of 1. So this will be 1 is less than 2. So since both of these condition returns true, then we will proceed in this blocks of code. So we have now in our if condition, we have t of 1. So t of 1 is, we have, wait, let me copy this one to make it faster. There, so t is still 1, then m now has a value of 1. So this condition or this statement here will return true. So we will execute this line of code. Array k t of 1 is array k is equals to t index 1, because I here is already a value 1. So let's check the t index 1 and get the value. So t index 1 is equal 6. So we will put here 6. Then after that, we will increment again I. So I here, I now has a value of 2. So this is 2 is less than 3. Then end, then still 1 because we didn't increment the j yet. I mean, we did, but still 1. So it's less than 2. So both of these conditions now will return true. Then we will proceed here. So now in our if condition, we have t of 2. So this is 2 now because we incremented j. This will be 2. Then this one here will be 1. Then as you can see here, the condition here will return false because t of 2 is not less than or equals to m index 1. So we will move to the else. So array k is equals to m of j or m index 1. So let's try to check the index in our the element inside our m of j or m index 1. So this is m index 1 is equals to 11. So since it's equals to 11, or since the element inside our m of j is 11, then we will put 11 here. Then after that, we will increment j again. So 2, still 2, then is less than 3. Then sorry. So so 1. No, this will be 2 now because we incremented j is less than 2. So since this condition here will return false, this condition here will return false, then what we're going to do is we will not be executing this anymore. This one, we will not be executing this anymore. But as you can see here, we still have a value, a 1 value that we were not able to put in the array, which is the, wait, what value is it? 4, 6, oh, the value 7. We're not able to get the value 7. So what we are going to do is to proceed to the next block of codes. This one here. So when we run out of elements in either t or m, pick up the remaining elements and put it in a PR. So I changed the variables in this one. So while I of n minus 1 here, so after this block of code here, so wait, so I now has a value of so I here has a value of, what was the value again of ri? Has a value of 2. No, I now has a value of 2 because we incremented 1. So I is equals to 2, and then the condition there is 2 is less than 2 is less than n minus 1. So n minus 1 is 3, so put 3 here. Then proceed here, array k. So array k, so array k is equals to t of index index I now has a value of 2, so t of index 2. So let's go and see the value inside our t index 2. So inside in our t index 2, so t index 2 is equals to 7. Then we will now be putting 7 in our array. So as you can see now, the program, or I mean the code, the elements in our array is now sorted, no, after executing this block of codes here. So since it's now executed, then my explanation, since the elements are in the array are already sorted, then my explanation here is done. But there's still a block of code here, no, that we were not able to use. This one, which is this one. So this is the same, no, this is forgetting the elements inside our M of J. M in our array M, which is in this one. So that will be all, and thank you so much for watching. That was very complicated, I know, and goodbye.